Ty Bell. I'm here to talk to you all tonight about gaining control of hypertension within our patient population. It's a serious issue. I'm not going to go into all the details of the consequences of unchecked, untreated hypertension. We're all healthcare professionals. We know what they are. The list is very long. We'll be here all night if I go into that. I am going to tell one story real quick. In the beginning of my career in healthcare, I worked in organ transplant. We had a patient who was the picture of health. He was fit, he worked out, he exercised, he looked like Michael Jordan, and his kidney disease was hereditary. He found a willing family member to donate the organ, and everything went great. There was no signs of rejection. It was as perfect a match as you could come up with in the transplant world. But one night, his blood pressure crept up and blew out the newly transplanted kidney, and he passed away. He left behind a young wife, 3 young kids. The whole staff was devastated. The doctors were devastated. Needless to say, his family was devastated. He slipped through the cracks. He passed away because his blood pressure was not well controlled. So we need to get control of our patients with HTN. We need to better train them on managing their condition, and we need to work on compliance with their medications. Compliance is a huge issue. 33% to 69% of drug-related adverse events that result in hospital admissions are caused by medication noncompliance. That's a big number. Literacy may also be an issue with our patients. In one study of low literate patients, 75% had never told their spouse, 53% had never told their children, and 1 in 5 never told anybody about their problems with reading. So if they aren't going to tell their family members, they aren't going to tell us. They're to some degree ashamed, and they want to hide the fact that maybe they have a problem reading simple directions. So we need to come up with a training system to effectively train this segment of our patient population. And they're out there, and they're largely an unknown population because they hide the fact that they have reading problems. So currently we're using this log, and for the purposes of this presentation, I know it's out of focus, so I'll explain what it is. It's basically a bunch of lines with boxes, and we require our patients to fill in information. Information that we're asking for is date, time, blood pressure, and pulse. That's it. I think we need to add 3 more boxes to this log. We need to add a box that says medication taken, yes or no. Another box, what time of day did you take your medication? And yet another box, how are you doing? Doing great? Or they can list their side effects. Lisinopril is making me cough. There's also other side effects of blood pressure medications that we're all aware of, and again, I won't go into that in detail, but they're there. And side effects can result in medication noncompliance, so we're losing control of their hypertension. And we can't afford to do that. We owe it to them as our patients. We owe it to their families. They depend on us. So I think we need to implement this new procedure. It's important. It will help with compliance. It will help with patient education. Getting back to education, we can train our patients to fill out our new log at the end of an office visit, so we don't have to schedule nurse visits. We can sit them down in the procedure room, go through 2 readings, and show them how to properly take a reading, a home blood pressure reading, and have them physically enter the information onto the new revised log. Now, even if there's a language barrier, we can physically show them how to do it. They're going to know. the training will be effective if we physically have them make the entrances into the log and make them participate in their healthcare, the control of their hypertension. In a nutshell, that's it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. If you'd like me to email you the paper I wrote on the subject, I'd be more than happy to. My email is bell.ty@scripshealth.org. Thanks again for watching, and have a great night.